Peace. This is Brother Parks Bay. Just want to give you a fireside chit chat. All you guys know what happened with this Latino brother from Maryland who was shipped to El Salvador, and now they don't know where he's at. And the Supreme Court told the executive branch to go ahead and get him back home, and so they don't know where he's at or whatever is going on with wordology and stuff. However, this situation is really deep. You're next. You are next. So if I can get away with doing that, and I can get away with deporting someone else, what about the people that I can't deport because they are original to the land? So what are you Moorish Science Temples going to do? What are you Moorish Science Temples are going to do? If this is not the alarm for you to get out of your building and get to announcing nationality, birthrights, something got to go down. Something in general. Buenos días, buenas noches, buenas tardes, everything. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, everything. See you tomorrow.
See you, sir.
Mañana.
Hasta mañana.
So, as I was saying, are you Moors going to get out there and literally, if you can't see the forest from the trees, name and nationality is important. Birthright is important. Testing ground is going on. Do you literally think that your paperwork or whatever, your temple, whatever, is going to save you if they roll up with you with AR-15s and M16s and Glocks and really? Wow, you're like disillusioned, because it's like you gotta understand, overstand, and understand. Who cares what group you belong to? Who cares what jurisdiction you are in? The purpose of the Moorish Science Temple of America is for the uplifting of fallen humanities. Fallen humanity. Come, we are trying to uplift fallen humanity. Come, link yourselves with the families of nations. You ain't get it yet? Well, the heat is on. So the pressure for what is going on, if I were I would say mostly to the males, don't get caught with no documentation. Driver's license, library card, voter registration, something, your mama name on it. Don't get caught with, you better not get caught with nothing, because you will be considered undocumented. Now's the time for you to carry your paperwork, Moors, on you at all time, Moors. Because if I can experiment on that, then what's the bigger picture? You know what I'm saying? How many times are people going to explain to you that you are the original, the indigenous? This land, Turtle Island, Marrakesh, whatever, different names, for different people, is older than over there. You're going to have to come out of your temple. You're going to have to come out in the street, out community center, whatever it is. You may have to go to the churches if invited and just speak on nationality. You ain't even got to go into Islamism or Islam. You go straight into nationality because there were Christian Moors. There were Christian Moors reading the history. So if you're caught up in your group thing, you're caught up in your group, in your organization, groupie, you're caught up in that. Noble Drew Ali said, if the European is helping me, why not you? Wow. And you're caught up into whose group, belongs with whose group. Man, you're missing the whole piece, man. Even Elijah Muhammad wrote a book called The Fall of America. Even Elijah Muhammad said our unity is like an atom bomb. My best followers are in the streets. Even Elijah. Well, Elijah came with Noble Drew Ali and he stole the teachings and all this other. Man, you still suffering with trauma? You weren't even there. You passing on some information. You weren't even there. Why are you way back here? 2025. The stock market already crashed. They just giving you wordology. Fake news. It's already done. Do you have enough rice and beans? Okay. Are you ready to defend yourself? Are you ready to defend your faith, your name, your nationality, your land? Are you ready to unify with the families of nations? You ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for that. You're not ready for that. You're going to have to come and start teaching nationality outside of the building. It's on and popping right now. Can't you see it? Man, you can't see it? Shoot. They showing you on national TV, CNN, BBC, Fox News, whatever it is. Then they show the Freddie Gray thing all over again, just to re-traumatize you all over again. So you won't forget, so you can rise up. This is what it is. Well, all I can tell you is it's up to you, whatever you want to do. But if I can send somebody who is not an MS-13 gang member, and I can send him to El Salvador, and his family is saying he was a citizen in the United States, and you mean to tell me if you can do that to him, what makes you think you can't do that to other people? So you black people, you black people, Negroes, coloreds, African Americans, Afro Americans, people of color, melanated people, whatever name that may, going on. I'm just saying, you guys better realize with your real eyes that the executive branch of government is purposely taking people outside of America and dumping them into prisons. And you don't think you're next? You're a fool. You don't think you're next? Oh yeah, well, I'm not, they're not gonna do that to me, and blah blah blah. Boy, girl, boy, bye. It's a done deal. They've been saying this. It's in the records. It's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So you can be on YouTube and sound profound, and you can go ahead and do all that, and there are some profound brothers and sisters that are on YouTube, and they are doing their sum on YouTube, dropping them jewels. Well, why aren't you going out there in the street? Because we got some of the wise of us on YouTube and, all these other, I'm just a humble person. I'm just a humble brother. But we have some of our brothers and sisters, whatever group you are, on YouTube dropping the wisdom, the science. But then for those like myself and others who are listening in and all this other stuff, what you doing? You sitting back, regurgitating somebody else's energy, vampiring off of somebody else's stuff. But yet at the same time, save yourself and your families from the hellfire. Nationality has been the order of the day. Ever since 9/11, ever since ever since 9/11, ever since the World Tower, the World Trade went down, ever since that, whatever happened, you notice they've been talking more about a person's country and where they're born. But what about you? What about you? Where can you be deported from? Because you are here. You always been here. Oh, I'm black. Look up Dred Scott decision, 1856, 1857. Negro, black, you ain't got no rights. It says it right there. Well, it was ratified and all that. What? Come on now. Congress went out on sine die. What was it, 1861 or something like that? So somewhere around the 1860 something, Congress went out on sine die. Sine die is Latin for, we just going out for a recess and haven't been back yet. Do your research. African American is actually it's a trademark, and there's a patent of its own. African American. Everybody has a flag. Black flag is your spray. So if you're Black American, where's your flag? If you're African American, where's your African American flag? It can't be the Marcus Garvey flag. You know what I'm saying? It can't be the Moroccan flag. You know what I'm saying? It can't be the universal flag of the 5% nation or the flag of the Nation of Islam. African American, where's your flag? Somebody got to start teaching this out in the street. Something. Because just being on YouTube, and the crisis right now, you mean to tell me you could get snatched up? No name, no nationality. You know what I'm saying? They ask you who you are. You're not backed up by a flag or something. Your standard. Your flag is your standard. You're a standard. You ain't got no flag, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you. They're practicing overreaching. And if we can get over, then we can run on the ninjas. Take what's theirs again and going back to the 1800s. You don't think that's what's going on? You better wake up. Fast. If you're not that type of person, or if you belong to an organization, a temple, a mosque, or whatever, and you mean to tell me you see all this going on and you ain't hitting the streets or even organizing in churches or something, community center, meeting up at Starbucks or something, you sitting down, then you're an agent. You are agent. You are agent. You are agent. That's what you are. You're agent. Because anytime you see this stuff going down like this, then we got, brother, We got brothers putting their life on the line. Like I said, they on YouTube dropping the science and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with the white man. WIGHT. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Ain't got nothing to do with the white man. This is birthrights. Nationality. Who are you? What's your pedigree? Right now, you are stateless. You're a minor. Civilatur mortus. Dead in the eyes of the law. So if I can practice that with a Latino, and can't find you nowhere. And the Supreme Court says return them, and you still have to return them. And you're walking around with all of this information, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You're walking around with all of this stuff, and you're divided. You're divided. Puppies, lion cubs, divided. What group? Who's your leader? What jurisdiction you're from? My man didn't bring that. He didn't bring that. No, he didn't bring that. That's not what he brought. But at the same time, man, it's melanin wars. Y'all didn't catch Phil Valentine when he dropped that. Bobby, him, and all of them. Melanin wars. You don't think this whole thing is about you? Really? You ain't get it yet? Man, listen. This is about you. This thing's about you. And you don't even want to get it. You just want to stay in your little group where you can sound profound and mentally masturbate amongst each other in your close, protected environment, scared to come outside. Well, I'm saying, listen, I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm not on the inside. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm on the inside, working outside, on the outside, working inside. Pop that. Crack that box. Inward, outward. Touching them on the outward, bringing them inward to who they are. Man himself is not the body nor the soul. He's a spirit and part of Allah. The arm, leg, arm, head. The alif, lam, alif, ha. I'm just saying, you better come outside your building. You know what I'm saying? Because they are not going to receive you. If you ain't come outside, they don't even recognize you. They just know, they know the Moorish Science Temple of America as a jailhouse religion. Jail. That's all. And you can get some paperwork and all this other stuff and you can go ahead and you can go ahead and get a mortgage or free a mortgage up, or you can do all this stuff. You can get you can cancel out debt and all this other stuff and all these different ideologies and all this other stuff. And then somebody said, I'm gonna swoop all y'all up and I'm gonna send y'all to another country, paperwork or no paperwork, because you're not unified. Children. So this on and popping. If you don't see it, it's on and popping. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The sisters are more on top of it than the brothers. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. What's wrong with y'all? Well, come on, you emasculated, feminized human. What's wrong with you? This ain't about no violence, man. This is about here. The workshop of the mind. Is there a network of Moors, those who are Moorish American Muslims, and those who are Moors from different locations and organizations linking together, regardless to ideologies and idiosyncrasies. Can you do that? Are you strong enough mentally? Oh, you still a baby. My daddy better than your daddy. Oh, my daddy didn't bring that. My daddy bought this. Oh, see, it's written here with my daddy. Do you know how long ago that was? You got to innovate, elevate, and escalate because they get ready to roll up. And if you ain't out there, it's right there at the end, the last paragraph, the last verse, the last ayat in the circle 7. Come, we're trying to uplift fallen humanity. Come, link yourselves to the families of nations. We honor all true and divine prophets. The purpose of the Moorish Sign Symbol of America is uplifting fallen humanity. And you see what's going on. You see the demonstration. They're practicing before they roll up. You ain't get it yet. Realize with your real eyes. Peace.